Hidden beneath Hong Kong's towering skyscrapers and braving the city's crowded streets, you'll find the real kings of the road, the pushcart. You may not really notice them, but in fact these babies are everywhere. They carry newspapers, dried seafood, boxes, just about anything you can think of. Hong Kong's narrow old roads mean these carts are used to get into places inaccessible to regular delivery trucks.
This is your typical street scene here in Hong Kong. So you have your guys in suits, you have your shoppers, you have your tourists, your luxury cars. Every now and then you would get one of these babies zigzagging their way throughout all the chaos. Now, I've walked something like just 50 meters and I've seen over 30 of these push carts, and it's estimated 6-7 block radius of where I am right now, there are over 1,000 of these push carts in operation.
Meet Mr. Lee. His family has been making push carts for generations.
My dad started this company and he's been in this business for more than 40 years. He died 20 years ago, so this shop has been here for over 60 years.
Looking at the number of carts in the street, you'd think business is doing very well. But it's not. Well, at least not for local producers. In fact, Mr. Lee is the last cart maker left in Hong Kong.
About 30 years ago, there were about 8 to 10 local pushcart makers in Hong Kong. Back then, there weren't a lot of imports from mainland China, so most of the carts were made here. So each of the shops had about 3 to 4 employees. My shop has 9 employees at its peak.
Fortunately, he owns this workshop. Otherwise, the city's high rents would put him out of business. His carts sell for a shade under 500 Hong Kong dollars. That's about 60 US. And the business doesn't exactly enjoy the profit margins of luxury retailers.
Our profit margins are less than 20%, but we're lucky since we don't have to pay rent. For others, it would be impossible to survive because rents are too expensive. Fortunately for us, the quality of imports are also not too good, so big companies still prefer to buy from us.
But eventually all these carts will be made in China. Mr. Lee plans on closing down the business after his kids graduate and they move on to other, better things. Another local industry that will disappear. So if you're in the market for a new set of wheels, forget that expensive sports car or even that overpriced piece of luggage. Because here in Hong Kong, this is how we roll. David Ingles, Bloomberg, Hong Kong.